So smooth till it wasn't. Oh my god. Hit 2 crab pots that ripped out the rudders. I was coming up on the final bridge, and then I had to drop both sails in the dark. But I think we got it. That's gonna be enough to get us into port, I hope. They're following the boat, Bob. We sailing. I'm glad you ate dinner, but I wish you would drink some water too. Yeah, I'll call you when I get there, or at least give you a text when I get docked in. And then I know I need to go get Tilly to land so she can use the bathroom, so I might be doing that first, but I'll definitely call you once I get settled in a little bit.
Alright, send me a picture of the crashing down.
Sounds good.
Alright, I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Sunset. Hey, good girl. Are you a sailing dog? Are you a sailing dog? The free dock there in Cocoa Village is our destination for tonight. So then Tilly can go out, use the bathroom one more time. And then we'll get settled in for night, make some mac and cheese. I think that's what's on the menu. But it's been a great sail. We hit 10 miles per hour for a second, like 9 knots. And now the wind's dying, so we're only going about 4 or 5 knots on and off. But I got the mainsail up and the head sail on full. And that was fun. We were really cruising for a little bit. I was kind of afraid I might be overloading the rig because she's an old girl, but did really good. Tilly's been doing good. She just had dinner, which I like, and hasn't really drank much water, but she won't drink water in the car either. So I made sure she drank a lot of water before we started. And she's a little bit like a camel. Once we stop, she'll drink a lot. But yeah, here's the sunset. Looks like we got about another 15 minutes before the sun goes under, and then we will be sailing in the dark, which will be interesting. But I do have a big spotlight. Let me grab that. And it gets brighter and brighter, and this thing really lights up the sky. So I'll be sitting here kind of looking back and forth, making sure I get the markers and getting docked up. I also have 2 more lights for the front, so I'll kind of have like some headlights out there. But that's kind of why we did this, to have that adventure. What do you think, Tilly? You ready? Yeah, you look a good girl. You know you have your lamb. I brought you your lamb. Are you too nervous to... Eat your lamb. Eat your lamb. Yeah. see. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we do have 3 rods out on this sweet spread. That one's bouncing a little bit. Trying to figure out the perfect way to troll here. I think you can probably get just some jacks, but Tilly likes to fish, and be excited to get something here. But if we don't get anything in the next hour, once it gets dark, I'll pull them back in. I don't know what lures really to use, because 2 out of the 3 of them are kind of skipping out of the water, which I know sometimes fish can like a ballyhoo skipping out of the water is always nice, but that's not really going to work here. Spoons were definitely on the top, not working. So if anyone has any recommendation of what to be trolling if you're going about 6-7 knots, let me know. Bet you sheep. I wish I had autopilot set up, but that's the next project. But for now, this is what I'm doing. Passing the channel marker, saying, all right, I'm good for a second, and then running. All the way in here, grabbing what I need. Hey, Tilly. And then coming back out. And we didn't hit the channel marker. We did good. So I got these really bright lights because I knew I was going to do this night sail tonight, and they have these cool magnets on the back, so I was going to just kind of hang 2 in the front, like 2 big headlights, and they're super bright, so I could kind of see at nighttime for docking. And what I didn't realize is magnets do not stick to good stainless steel. If you have that good stainless steel with a lot of nickel in it, I had to look it up afterwards with ChatGPT. Yeah, magnets won't even stick to it, but some stainless steel will. But that's kind of the cheaper non-boat grade stainless. So I'm gonna have to tie these up with a line of some sort. Yay! Tilly finally drank some water. That makes me so happy, knowing that she will if she finally gets thirsty enough. You're a good girl, aren't you? Yeah. Why aren't we catching a fish? Huh? Why aren't we catching fish? That would make the night exciting. The old foot autopilot doing pretty good. Well, I just realized that my rudders are pretty much up too much. So I lowered this one already. This one needs to get lowered, and that's already helped. This one's just on a rope, which is kind of annoying, but we're gonna put that down so we have good steering in the nighttime. Definitely need to get another pin, because this line not working. Whatever. Let's see if that helped. Red left on the way out. You know the saying, right? Here's something I do that you might like. I've been captaining boats for a super long time. Got my master captain license in 2008, which seems crazy with my sailing endorsement, my 100-ton. But I like throwing a little red and a little green beanbag, sandbag, whatever you want, cornhole bag up, so I can do kind of the red right return and then set them up the right way. And then if I'm running down in the hull and I come up and real quick something's happening, I can just kind of line red up with red, green up with green, and I don't have to like play that game, you know. And then sometimes if you switch, you're going down a canal and then it changes, I just, you know, change the beanbags. I'll do this and this, and then it kind of takes the thinking out of it. Especially if you got a fish on, or, you know, a sail ripped and, you know, you're stressing out. It takes one more thing that you don't even have to think about, and makes it easy. Ooh, look at the sunset. I better film it. This might be the last bit of sun we got. gotta get dark. All right, time to put on my headlights. I got them right here. Oh yeah, that helps. Headlight 1, headlight 2. All right, let's put these up, see what happens. This one goes here. It's quite nice. This one's gonna go here. Headlights on. All right, man, it's dark already, but got my headlights up. Kind of hard to appreciate right now, but I think once it gets pitch black, we'll be able to see a little better. My hope is at least be able to see the reflection of the red and green marker signs, because that would be the worst case scenario, hitting one of those. Steering just got really tight all of a sudden. Had to go back there and adjust it. I lowered down, but now it's kind of kicked out weird after an hour. Check out this water. I don't know if that's picked up on camera, how wild that is. Oh, just buoys everywhere. Another buoy. I feel like I'm heading right towards land, but of course there's stuff like that in the way. Alright, I'm gonna put the camera down and start paying attention. We're getting close. There's crab pots everywhere. That's what's getting me in fucking trouble. Oh my god. Hit 2 crab pots that ripped out the rudders. I was coming up on the final bridge. And then I had to drop both sails in the dark. Alright. Woo! Not gonna hit that. That was going so smooth till it wasn't. But I think we got it. This one's perfect. This one's still a little janky, but that's gonna be enough to get us into port. I hope. These crab pots are getting ridiculous, guys. I mean, 3 in 45 seconds. In the middle of the channel markers is just insane. Right where I'm supposed to be, but there's no fucking way to see. Oh, that's so scary, the power lines. Holy fuck. Alright, plenty of room. God, that was scary.
Alright guys, thanks for sticking with me there. I know that was some hectic videotaping, trying to get it all. What happened there is there was a line of crab pots right in between the channel markers when you're going underneath the bridge, heading into the last 2 bridges of Cocoa. So I got tangled in 2 of those pots, kicking both my rudders out, making it so I couldn't steer anymore, had both sails up, so I was getting blown sideways into the bridge, where there was some lower hanging power lines even below that bridge. So real frantically there, I had to drop both sails, get those rudders kicked back in, get the motor on, and take control of the boat that way so we can get under those bridges safely. So seemed like a good sail there to the end, and then everything went wrong all at once. So thanks for sticking along to the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon, because there's new videos coming out weekly. And the fun is just getting started. All right, thanks guys.
Woohoo! We did it, Tilly girl. My God, that was stressful.